What is up, everybody? There we go. Let's go and fix this. I actually just got done filming a few videos, some beginner tips and stuff. But I want to talk to you about what's going on in Arizona right now. There's a few things going on in Arizona. One of them is definitely motorcycle related, and that is there's a bill going to be proposed for motorcycle lane splitting in Arizona. I've mentioned a few times about how I wish that we could do that here in Arizona. And well, let's go ahead and take off. Let's go ahead and start talking while I'm riding. That's the whole point of a motovlog, right? But I wanted to pass the question off to you. Should motorcycles be allowed to lane split in Arizona? So think about that. There's a poll in the upper right. I think it's up there. And go ahead and click that and say yes or no. Okay, now that we got that going, let's go ahead and actually talk about it. So State Senator David Farnsworth, I don't know if he's any relation in Futurama, but he's going to be proposing SB 1007, so 1007, and I read a little bit about it, and basically what it's going to do is just make it so that it's not illegal to lane split, and I believe it's, so at a stoplight, and then like through traffic. So basically it's going to mimic the California lane splitting bill that I talked about last year, and when it passed. So that's what he's proposing, and honestly I don't think it's gonna pass. Okay, this is my opinion. This is about what's going on. I don't think it's gonna pass because I read what he wrote, because I read what he said in an interview, and he mentioned how he's not very passionate about it. He's only introducing the bill because of a constituent of his mentioned that and like proposed that this should be a bill. This should be in there saying that it should not be illegal. Now, as of right now, it actually states in Arizona law that it is illegal. In California, it was a little bit different, where it never stated anything, where it just didn't say it was legal or illegal, you just did it. But Arizona, it actually says illegal, and you get ticketed for it, you can get in trouble for it, so hopefully it passes. But like I mentioned, he said he wasn't very passionate about it. He wants to look at the facts. He wants to be introduced to, you know, is it safer? Is it this? Is it that? And honestly, it is safer. I think every motorcyclist out there knows that it's safer. I read the UC Berkeley study back in 2015. I read it recently again, and they've mentioned how it is safer. There is some fatalities while lane splitting. There are, you know, this and that, but there's actually less fatalities when it comes to stop signs because you're not being rear-ended, you're not being hit, and that is definitely true. But like I said, there are fatalities when you lane split. During the UC Berkeley study, when they saw that there were fatalities and were injuries during lane splitting, the typical rider that did that didn't have a passenger. They were actually going well under the speed limit. They were actually being very safe about it. It's just other motorists were hitting them. Now that's just typical. That's typical about anything when it comes to riding a motorcycle. Motorists are going to hit us, but it reduces traffic congestion. It's safer for the rider for not getting hit, being stuck in traffic because we don't have a cage to protect us from a rear-end collision, which happens so much. Intersections are extremely deadly because, you know, like I said, the rear ending, it just happens so much. And being able to lane split, I believe, should be allowed. Air-cooled engines overheat a lot in Arizona weather during the summertime, so us being able to lane split and get through will definitely help us out there. Being able to reduce congestion, because I honestly think that if you're able to lane split and it's completely legal, you're going to have more motorcyclists, because they're going to be able to get through rush hour traffic a little bit faster. And when I say a little bit, I'm not saying you should go 100 miles an hour through standing traffic. You need to go at a safe and reasonable speed. And I think a lot of the problem that California has had is the fact that there was not a lot of education when it comes to lane splitting. So you had a lot of people that would crash and would get in trouble or whatever. Other motorists would hit them because they just didn't know how, like, what was going on. Like right now, if I just creep up, a lot of people, and I'm so worried about getting rear-ended right now, so that's why I'm off to this, but a lot of people, if you were educated and it was a common thing, cars will know to move over to the side or at least leave some space for the motorcyclist. And if the motorcyclist was educated on what's safe and what's not, just like, you know, doing the motorcycle test, you're, so let me get through this. There we go. So just like the motorcycle test, you learn these things. So if they teach you how to lane split, or they talk about how to lane split in the motorcycle test or in the MSF course, you're going to have uneducated people. People don't know how to drive right off the beginning. They're uneducated. Same thing with motorcycle lane splitting. It's just a tool that you can use, not always the safest option, and that's something the motorcyclist should be able to choose. But I don't think Representative Farnsworth, or no, State Senator Farnsworth, is super enthusiastic about it. But I'm just glad that it's being discussed. You know, I'm just glad that it's actually being proposed. I don't think it's going to pass. I think there needs to be actual studies. I think maybe the bill should be passed or proposed, or there should be a trial run in all cities, like the whole state, a trial run. And if there's something that, if it's any good, it will continue. If not, it's repealed within like 3 years or something. But tell me what you guys think. I was just kind of going on a rant. I wanted to talk to you about this. It's just something that I wish I could do. Like right now, I wish I can get in front right here, so I'm not going to be rear-ended, hopefully, by this van. And I just think it's safer. It's just so nerve-wracking being at an intersection, being sandwiched between cars, and I can't get into a position where I'm safe. And that's all I think lane splitting is. But guys, like I said, write in the comments. Let's have a discussion about this. What do you guys think? You guys from Arizona? Are you guys from California? You like lane splitting? Not for the hooligan type stuff, but for the safety reasons. That's what this channel is all about, is about being safe. And I think this is a bill that will actually promote safety, so I want this to pass. I don't think it'll pass, but we'll see. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to keep riding around until it gets dark, and hope you guys ride safe. Bye.